Craig Sullivan, oh my God, look at this. I am in the wilds of Canada. I think somehow the Canadian government had an oversight and let me in. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, but the question is, can
Yep.
you get back into the United States?
That is a really good question, considering I chose to go on a distillery and brewery tour instead of getting my COVID test to make sure I could get in. I don't know. Everything's up to guess. We're going to see. Let's get the show started. What do you think? You know what time it is, Craig? You know what time it is?
Pumpkin spice?
No, Craig. It's time for an audit.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. Glenn Hausman here with the one and only, the incredible Craig Sullivan. Craig, I am up in Canmore, Canada today, and we're doing it all special for Canadian. Now, today's show is, the title of it is The Glory of Canadian Booze, Craig Sullivan. And I got to tell you, I've been reveling in the glory of Canadian booze all day long. So I am taking no responsibility for whatever happens for this moment going forward for the hour. I've got a great person here that we're going to blame. He's responsible for, but how are you today, man?
I'm doing great. Hey, tilt that hat down. I want to see that logo.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm over at the Malcolm Hotel in Canmore. This place is badass. We're going to get to know this place in just a few more minutes. But Craig, I got to know how you are. I'm up here. I'm in Canada. I'm hanging out with the bears. I'm hanging out with the elk. You know, I'm having a great time over here getting back to Mother Nature. What's going on with the Baron of Balboa?
Hey, it's a beautiful sunny day here. It's wonderful.
Yep.
Most of the tourists have gone home till the week before Christmas, so we've got parking again, and I've got a couple of cold cervezas here. So
we have no cold drinks here, but they are on the way. All right, Craig, we got two great guests today, and this is our Canada show, so I'm really excited about that. You got the East Coast guest. I got the West-ish Coast guest over here, so we're going to have a little East Coast, West Coast battle of the hoteliers, I think, over here today.
I think we are, but before we do that, you need to ask me about my background.
Honestly, there's so much sun coming from behind me, I could barely even see what your background is. All right, hold on, I'm looking. Craig, tell me about your background, man.
Our number one fan, Amy Montgomery, painted this.
Wow, that's awesome.
It is beautiful, and you've been to my house. I love abstract art.
Right.
And Amy is sending this original oil painting to me. Wow. So it will be hanging in my gallery in my house. Awesome. Not that my house is that big, okay?
But you do have an extensive gallery. Both the upstairs and downstairs bathroom have great artwork. So
yes, they do.
I look forward to seeing what else you guys have in store over there. All right, so Greg, now, who's your guest today?
We've got, coming from the great north, the country that gave us SCTV, John Candy, Martin Short, your personal favorite, Lauren Green, and William Shatner, and 2/3 of the entertainment community. She is a coach. She is a comedian. She works in our industry. She's one of the best people ever. We've got Miss Deena Baikowitz.
Deena, I think you're muted over there, so why don't you unmute yourself? Deena, so great to see you. How is, you're in Toronto or something?
I am. I'm in Toronto. So I'm Canadian by birth, New York by choice.
Yeah, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. All right, I see you're Canadian, aloha, Sully, and I'm going to raise you a Canadian. That's because I have Mr. Andrew Shephard here, the incredible general manager at the Malcolm Hotel, which I am at right now in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. This place is so freaking cool, man. Look behind me. I've got all of these mountains and stuff like that. But let's look at someone much more attractive than me, Mr. Andrew. How are you, sir, man?
Outstanding.
So great to see you. Welcome to the show. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. So, all right. So this is really cool. So this guy over here, he's real all about the local, and you've got great local partnerships and stuff like that. And I don't know, Deena, if you got this going on over there in your part of the country over here, but we went to all of these cool breweries and distilleries. And Craig, unlike the United States, they combine this stuff, dude. That was pretty crazy, man.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
Yeah. Hey, get close to the microphone. Don't be ashamed to get in there.
Yeah, no, we
You don't want that. Nope. Just talk in there.
What's going on?
that one.
Uh-oh, he's gone.
I know he hit a button that should not have been hit. And now we're all paying the price
Oh
for
my gosh, you told me not to hit any buttons, and I failed on one. So yeah, no, we're able to brew and distill anything that we like.
He's muted.
No,
No, he's not.
no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, don't do that. Craig, you set Andrew down the path of destruction. Look what you've done over here. All right. Just so everybody knows what's going on, this is not anybody's fault. What happens is we have a separate sound system, so we do not want the sound in there. Otherwise, you get the echo.
I will not.
Oh, let me tell you.
Echo.
Let me tell you guys how many live events that we did before we figured that thing out.
How many?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Deena, now
Yes.
you're Canadian by birth and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited because not only do I have my Brooklyn style hat over here, which I love, and I'm afraid to bend over the rims over there because then I won't be cool anymore. I got official Malcolm Took going on.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it's like 110 Celsius out here, so it's a little bit warm. But
oh my God, that's great.
Glenn, I think you could become part of the McKenzie brothers now.
And being that the McKenzie brothers are from Edmonton, right?
They are,
Andrew,
absolutely.
are you a big SCTV fan?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
It's a law. It's a Canadian law.
All right, you, Craig, you take off. All right, Hoser.
Hey, I've got my Aloha shirt on. I'm good. It's Friday.
By the way, can I just say, Andrew, hello, eh?
Hello.
From one
Hey.
Canadian to another, eh? It's really nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, you could be from the East Coast, like from Toronto or further, right?
So born and raised in Montreal,
Ah,
moved to New York, and then now I'm currently in Toronto.
there you go. I'm sorry for both of your choices, but that's okay.
You mean Glenn and Craig?
Sure. Yeah.
Those are my two choices, Glenn or Craig.
Exactly. And what is really the worst of the two, right?
Take Glenn. He's younger.
That's more attractive, but what can I do? Yeah.
That goes
I've
without
been to
saying.
conferences with both of you. I know the drill. Honestly, Andrew, sometimes the guys say
Yes, you
they need to
do.
worry about me.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy.
Yeah.
Love the
Hey,
painting.
Jordan, great to see you.
Hi,
I would be
Jordan.
jealous of me too right now because this is freaking amazing up here. For a guy that's had a lot of dangerous experiences on the 7 line going home to house, for example.
Same.
This is much different. If you watched No Vacancy earlier this week, you heard about my my confrontation with the bear, how that went, and I
Really?
managed to survive, so that worked out really well. All right, it wasn't really much of a confrontation as much as a bunch of tourists taking picture of an animal lolling about, but it felt pretty good nonetheless. And I got to see mountain tops, which you can see over there. I got to do what else did I get to do? I just saw nature, and I'm so not used to that anymore.
What's such a New Yorker?
right,
We
what's
don't
it
know
like?
what trees are.
I know.
I'm surrounded by buildings. It's like a mini New York here, right? It's all high rises and concrete jungle and drag clubs and bars. It's a mini New York.
What, you got drag clubs in Toronto? Of course you do. Of course you have drag clubs.
Toronto has
Toronto.
like amazing nightlife when we weren't in lockdown for 9 months.
Right.
So my timing was impeccable.
Right.
I went through New York, got out of New York August 2020,
Right.
quarantined in Montreal for 2 weeks, still managed to write brand new material even while I was in quarantine. Don't ask me how. And then moved to Toronto, and about a month after I got to Toronto, we went into complete lockdown for 9 months.
Wow.
Hey, and you also have a very famous Canadian there in Toronto, Peter McKinnon. So he had one of his portrait landscapes minted on a coin. So
Right.
Great creator on YouTube.
Right. Oh,
Unbelievable.
Nice
Frank,
segue.
hey guys, I think we're gonna need a new line of merch. Amy is saying that I just don't look grumpy anymore. Canada is good for me. I don't know if it's Canada, Andrew, or maybe the incredible rum we had at the Blake Brew House, or maybe the incredible beer that I had at the Grizzly Paw Brewery, or I don't know. maybe it was the drinks that we had over at the Wildlife Distillery or something like that. I don't
Could
know.
be a few. I think there was one more as well. But
Maybe
you might have forgotten about that.
No, I haven't forgotten
No?
about it because the Canmore Brew Company. Woo,
That was a quick one, but
That was-
we had to slip it in, right?
we totally slipped it in last minute. And just so you guys know, we get stuck behind a train, which is great because the trains here go on for
About 2 miles.
two
almost, yeah.
miles or so. They're taking their time.
Kilometers.
The conductor did not appreciate that I had a broadcast, and I think we're coming back here at 2:05. It's gonna be great. But then Andrew is like, no, we got one more stop. Don't worry, you got it all
time for beer, right?
right. So we
Hey,
stopped.
Glenn.
Yes, great.
Mrs. Hausman's very appreciative that you're up in Canada, and she is sending you the rest of the studio so you can stay there.
Well, I might have to stay there if I can't get my test to come in time. So we're gonna see what happens. So I may or may not see everybody in Phoenix this coming week. If not, I'm just staying with Andrew. I think I've got some new best friends up here. This is great. Yeah. So I want to talk about how cool this place is, guys. And Deena, I know you've been on lockdown, so I don't know. Sorry, I left this up there too long. I don't know if you've been having a chance to go and get an escape or something like that. But check out this. We are on this really cool stage. Obviously, they got these great mountains over here, Andrew, and you've been doing some really cool experiences over here to help make those COVID dollars, right?
Absolutely. We I guess the best thing that came out of COVID was creativity.
Yep.
And so it was, how do we use this space to comply with all the amazing government restrictions that we've had, but how do we use it to the best as to what we can actually do?
Right.
And so we thought, you know what, let's do what people love. People love live experiences. They love that. So we had Mr. Jim Cuddy of Blue Rodeo, who is an amazing Canadian band. We said, hey, Jim, can you christen our brand new stage? And so we invited 150 of our guests for the pool deck. But then we also sold every room that's facing the stage.
Yeah.
We had a hotel.
Oh, I forgot to hit the mute button on that one. Sorry, guys. I wanted to show off the hotel, but I screwed up the deck.
Rookie mistake, Deena.
I know, right? Yeah, hey, look how beautiful this
Gorgeous.
is, guys.
Gorgeous.
So we sold all the suites with 3, 4, 5 course meal and a bucket of beer and everything else. And we had Jim Cuddy a trio do a live performance for us in front of the select few. And we look forward to having a kind of a concert series. We'll see what's coming up, but we've got some amazing ideas. And really, the best thing out of COVID is the creativity of what can we do and how can we do it and what is safe to do, what's good for the community, and what's best for us. So we always like to kind of work hard and play harder. So it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Craig?
I love it. I think it's great. I'm jealous that I'm not up there with you. I'd love to see that place and spend some time. I love Canada. I always have. I'm more on the west coast of Canada, though. I mean, Toronto and the area you're in are beautiful, but I love Vancouver.
To be honest with you guys, it's not like we're that far from the west coast, but it turns out if you don't turn down Route 93, you wind up in British Columbia really quick, and there's no ways to turn around. So you may wind up going an hour or two out of your way to get to Canmore. But what are you going to do about that?
There you go.
That was a tremendous green screen, Glenn, this night. I really think that you nailed it with your green screen today. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Oh
look,
my God.
Green screen even like
Producer David.
Your name is great. I love it.
I am so frustrated right now. Let me tell you. My name is.
How frustrated are you?
Oh, I like that. She was right on the point.
Comedian, babe.
Of course she is.
Yes, that name doesn't even do justice how frustrated I am. But that's a story for maybe a little later in the show. Unless you really want to hear it, unless it's really that important.
Dude, you can't build this shit up and then not tell the
story. Come on.
So, all right, let me say I got a story for you guys. We obviously didn't do the audit last week.
So I should explain that.
Well, we didn't do that last week. I don't get to that. The week before that, Glenn, touch your hat down a little bit. We just see on the underside of your brew, and there's that beautiful logo on top, which also honestly doubles. Looks like a Miami Marlins hat. I like it.
Okay.
But no, I'm not even kidding. It's just the M.
He's right. It does a little bit.
That's like the M. Yeah. It wasn't a shot. So anyway, we didn't do this. We didn't do the show last week. I'm pretty sure I missed most of the show the week before that because of
Refrigerator day.
No, that was work. That was work problems, Dave. Refrigerator was before that. So,
so Andrew, as you know, Dave is a revenue guy who's really the GM at the Hotel Indigo Midtown East in New York City. So he's working like 4 shifts a day or something like
revenue
that.
manager that can actually smile. And
Yeah, I know.
I know. There's a little bit of
speak.
Right.
Eh? Wow.
there's some personality
That's because he
behind that
works with
revenue
Glenn and I.
screen. So basically, I was all excited. I'm off today. I'm like, I'm going to get out of the show early at 4:30. I'm going to talk to my friend Glenn, my friend Craig. We haven't talked in a while since I've taken on some new responsibilities. So I feel like I'm missing out on all these great conversations that me and Glenn have that could have been emails that we just have all these calls.
Yeah, right.
And, then I leave my house at 2:30 because my kids are going to my parents' house for the weekend. A nice, easy drive. Should have been maybe an hour tops. Home by 3:30. Got time. We're in the FNA gear. I'm already ready to go.
Right.
2.5 hours later, I just got back home.
Oh
So
my God.
New Jersey traffic has screwed me once again. I'm pissed. I'm angry.
We're in Jersey.
I'm
Come
frustrated.
on.
All things that can be solved by a nice stiff drink.
All
so you're
right.
already have a shot for it.
Deena, go get a drink.
All right. Hold.
Hey,
Speaking about Andrew,
Glenn, what were we 2:30 today? What were we doing? I mean, it almost sounds similar.
what were we
We
doing?
were
I
going,
was
Deena.
frantically
We're-
panicking that I hadn't started setting up yet.
Having a beer took us about 3 minutes to get across town,
Yep.
and we got set up ready to go. So, Dave, I
Yep.
think you got to suck it up.
All right, let's get to our let's Dave. Just effing do it, dude. All right.
Yes.
I like
Dave
where
is
this is
very
going.
grumpy right now.
We need to take a pause for an
Grumpy
official-
Dave.
Before we're allowed to drink, we need to run the official segment starter. All right. Of course, it is cocktail time. That's our favorite time of the week to have a good drink. It looks like over here we've got some wine and beer. But Deena, it was your choice of cocktail this week. What'd you go with?
So, given that we have the Canadian booze show, I went with the theme, go local.
Yep.
And I bought Open Smooth Red. Not exactly my nickname, but could be eventually.
Sound effects, Glenn.
But so I have to say, since I moved to Ontario, to Toronto, I have been drinking Ontario wines,
Right.
truly. And this is the first one I discovered. It's called Open. There's smooth red, there's dark red, depending on my mood. But I didn't want to go too dark today. And
Right.
the glass that I have is also, of course, branding, right? Fireball. And this is a New York glass that one of my assistants gave me. And it said, I don't know if you can tell with the lighting, but it says there's a flame and it says toasted. And I think once I put the wine in it, it will probably show off
There you
more.
go.
So this is what I'm going with tonight.
Awesome. All right. So we're gonna
And it's got a screw top. So there you go.
Yeah.
Muscle.
Cody, jump over there, man. All right, just jump over there. Put on this headset. Put the drinks down. We're gonna. We've got the restaurant operations guy over here, Cody. We had some cocktails.
Is that his official title?
No, but
Pretty
I
much.
forgot it, and I'm trying to
We try to
cover that shit up.
Andrew, can you hire him officially as the restaurant operations guy?
All right.
Oh, Malcolm's dressed so well.
Right, Malcolm, you
No,
look
he's
great.
not Malcolm. The hotel is Malcolm. He's Cody. Yeah, dude. I've been admiring your look all day, man. It's freaking awesome. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to turn on your mic. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah, no, I heard you were coming, so I thought I'd dress up for you.
I doubt that. All right. So we've
Small
got
effort.
a panoply of drinks over here. Why don't you just start grabbing them, show us what they are and all that kind of stuff, and then please hand
That's
them to
one that
me.
Grumpy did.
Okay, so we'll start with our first one. We've got our Mezcal Sour. Okay, we got that one here. We're going to pass that one right over to you, sir.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, Glenn.
This Glenn
we are-
guy is all about work. Oh my God.
Sometimes we communicate backstage.
Yeah, exactly. One of my favorites is the Malcolm Hotel. This is our legendary Caesar. So we've, like you were mentioning, we work with
Right.
a lot of different local spots. So our big garnish here has a little bit of the Valbella's beef jerky, which is one of our local areas here in town. They do some amazing stuff. And then we're working with Wildlife. We got their vodka in this Caesar as well. We'll pass this one over to
Yep.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cody.
Andrew.
And Glenn, you remember? Do you remember Wildlife? You remember meeting Keith there and
Of
everything?
course
else,
I remember. I mean,
Yeah,
I did have a few cocktails, but it was like 20 minutes ago.
You know, it was early in the morning. But, just trying to keep you on track there, you know?
Yeah. Which you got to do.
Exactly.
I don't know if I should wear this hat. I should wear the toque. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. This is really awesome. That looks absolutely delicious. And you know what I really like about that? The beef jerky and all of that. It really adds to the visual appeal of the drink. And I got to ask you, Cody, that's got to be a whole portion of why people come in for cocktails and enjoy themselves, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, like we say, our focus is legendary. So we want our drinks, we want our food, we want everything to be that way. Obviously, you know, our view is that. So we got to match up with the view, and that's essentially what our goal is at this point.
That's really
Cody. You need to watch out. Glenn wants you to pack him a bag of beef jerky for his flight to Phoenix.
Hey, you got that right, dude.
I can help with that. I would
appreciate that because here's the thing. Cody. In 2019, at this event that I went to, I made a shit ton of beef jerky and I gave it out. It's like, hey, watch my show, eat some beef jerky. It went out well. Some people were like, are you bringing beef jerky? I totally forgot to make the beef jerky.
Well, we're gonna send you some Canmore beef jerky.
That's awesome. I hope Customs appreciates it as much as, as I do. But awesome, thank you.
Cheers.
Glenn, I have a very specific request.
Cheers.
For you.
What is that, Dave?
I have a very specific request for you, actually, as everybody takes a sip of their drink. Can you? I'm not even kidding. If you stop by whatever their equivalent of 7-Elevens are up there.
Yep.
If you can get me a bunch of Canadian Kit Kats.
Yep.
So, true story. Canadian Kit Kats are much, much better than the American version because they're made by two different companies. The U.S. Kit Kats are made by Mars.
Right.
Canadians are made by Nestle, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
The chocolate is a lot richer. Cheers, by the way. It's a lot richer. It just tastes better. And I found that out when I used to work at one of the airport properties. All of the Air Canada stewardesses would bring us Canadian Kit Kats.
Oh.
And I fell in love. And now anytime anybody goes to Canada, they need to bring me that Kit
Kat.
Canada. Oh, Canada.
They need to bring me back Kit Kats. So if you happen to pass on your way to the airport, then if you could just smuggle me in some nice Nestle chocolate next time I see you.
Yep.
Give me cash.
I've got some friends down in the States, and they send me the half pop popcorn.
Oh yeah,
there was
that's
a long
awesome.
time we couldn't get it here, and I send them that coffee crisp.
Oh,
that's one of the big Canadian ones too.
Another one too.
I think the Kit Kats in the UK are very similar to the ones you've got up in Canada as well.
They are very similar. We actually,
I think it's Nestle there as well.
Yeah.
So
the UK chocolate's a little bit different than ours.
Gary's best friend is the VP of Hershey. Well, Gary, I'm in love with Hershey bars. I love Hershey Kisses. So feel free to send some my way. And I'm not even too far from Hershey Park. It's right down 78 for me. So, Gary, there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about.
Speaking of Hershey Park, I mean, I was over at the World of Chocolate just a few weeks ago. And the cool thing is they got one of these, those dark rides, like a Disney style ride. And you learn how to make chocolate. But at the end, they give you little mini chocolate bars. And if you just reach your hand out to the big bin at the left, you could take a whole pocket full and works out really good. What are you drinking over there? Is that a regular Moscow Mule or a variation there?
It's a little bit of a variation. We do a little bit of a ginger mule. So we've got a spice mule. So we've got a little bit of spiced rum in this as opposed to what you would normally go with.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. If anybody's ever tried it, give one a shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, my wife just popped a bottle of champagne, so she wants to toast it.
Annie. Good to see you.
Cheers, Annie.
All
right. So,
Just an FYI, I really love Hershey's almonds. I'm just saying.
I
she's
I think your bag's gonna be full of chocolate and beef jerky.
I know, right? Yeah.
Andrew, I think we could start some kind of chocolate distribution business just here alone. I mean, look at the orders.
Exactly.
Brand them, gift bag them.
I think Gary over here is trying to challenge me on my knowledge of Kit Kats.
Yeah.
I have an issue with that. So maybe Hershey makes the Kit Kats in the U.S. I'm honestly not sure, but I know for a fact it's Nestle that makes the Kit Kats, unless they sold it recently, and I can prove it because nothing has ever been a lie on the internet. There it is, the Kit Kat Nestle bar. So Take that, Gary.
All right. So
I
listen,
know the Kit Kat.
listen, guys. So we're talking about drinks and stuff like that. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when we were hanging out with Norm, the owner of the Blake Brew House and the restaurant over there, like I said, it's really cool. They do beers and they distill different liquors, and they do both so exceptionally. And I've never had before a Chipotle vodka, which was one of the most tastiest, smokiest, delicious things I had. And then the rum over there was like some of the smoothest rum that I've ever had in my life. Cody, what's it like to be able to tap into such incredible resources here to create creative cocktails and keep people feeling like into the local mood?
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. That's one thing that we really want to be a part of, is part of the community. But also, I mean, the customers and the clientele and the guests that we get, they want to experience the local what we have and what we can, and that's why it's so great to have all these great people to work with.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Deena, jealous that you're on the wrong side of the country right about now.
I was going to say the wrong side of the border, but
Wow.
Where are you located right now, Deena?
I'll repeat what I said. Canadian by birth, New Yorker by choice. Currently in Toronto, which is lovely now that we're out of lockdown. And I did actually have a chance to go to rural Ontario for the past week, and I stayed at the best resort I've ever stayed at. It's called my aunt and uncle's house. And it was incredible. No, like truly.
And what are their names?
I can't give their last names away. But it was truly when you talk about experience, and it did make me think about the hotel industry and the pampering and, anticipating and what is somebody, it was just, and it's beautiful. I mean, getting to see some of the small towns and some of the local restaurants that are open. I ate indoors for the first time in a really long time.
Wow.
And they were adorable restaurants. One was called the Boathouse right near the Belleville train station. And I looked around, and we were there at an odd hour because it was like 2:30 in the afternoon because my train schedule. Amazing fish, clam chowder, seafood salad. I looked around and I said, this would be an incredible set for a movie. I could see a scene filmed in there, and I thought, I know Toronto is considered Hollywood North, and all kidding aside, that is one of the reasons I moved here. No, Vancouver's
New
also
York
Hollywood, but we're like Hollywood North. Maybe, but apparently that's the branding Toronto has, is Hollywood North. I know someone's already connecting me to agents and managers here, so I'm like, great, I'm in the right place.
That's awesome.
He's like, well, what do you think of this tiny little redhead? You have a need on your list for that? He's like, no, but I'll look into it.
Who was that person behind Cody filming before they leave?
That's Rose. Rose is she does everything big and small in at the Malcolm. She's absolutely amazing.
Oh, Rose.
She's famous.
Come here, Rose. Come say
famous.
hi. I have to sneak off. I'm gonna go find Chef because we got to get some food up here.
Oh
for you guys.
we do.
So I'm gonna step away real quick, but we're gonna
put on Rose
say
on.
a quick hello here, okay?
All right. So Andrew, as
we make that transition, Deena, are you doing any stand-up shows in Toronto right now?
Now that the clubs have opened and that the government has the vaccine passport, I feel safer, so I will be.
It's not a vaccine passport. It's it's an exemption program.
I want to walk into it. Listen, you have to understand, stand-up comedy was a little bit disgusting before COVID. Like, everyone's passing this mic around, your face is right on it. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, but there's great comedy here. And yes, I will be performing. And a lot of my comedy is sort of compare and contrast New York versus Toronto.
Right.
So I'll equally offend all my friends in all the cities. But yes, I will be doing stand-up again here.
That's very exciting. Let's welcome to the show, Rose at the Balcony.
Hi,
Rose. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Thanks so much. It's great. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you today.
Oh, yeah. It's been a blast.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, how horrible is it actually working for this guy over here, making you take off spontaneously to go on a distillery?
It's been a tough Friday, that's for sure.
Come on, Glenn, hit those sound effects.
I don't know which one. No, not that one.
Not that one.
I don't know, not that one.
Also not that one.
All right. So let's get this under control over here. I'm out of control. But Andrew, what's really cool is that you're really walking the walk and talking the talk. You don't just believe in creating that work-life balance for yourself, but for your entire team as well. And guys, listen, when I was doing that keynote speech at the Alberta Hotel and Lodging Association meeting on this Tuesday, and if you all want me to host your event, give me a ring. I'd love to hear from you. We were talking about this horrible labor crisis out there, but burnout is one of the most serious issues that we're dealing with. And I love that you're really focused on making sure people work hard, but don't burn out. How were you able to successfully do that, man?
Well, I think where we're actually situated is it helps a lot. When we can say you can work your your 4, 6, 8 hours
right.
or 10, 12 hours lately, but then you can actually go and unwind after work. We're so blessed to be in this area that we all have 4 seasons worth of gear in our closets, but we have about 10 sports each.
Wow.
So you can ski in the morning and golf in the afternoon. You can ride your mountain bike. You can go for a float down the river. Whatever you want, it's all here.
I like that going on a float down a river classifies as a sport. So I would definitely be a great sportsman.
I'll be an Olympian in that sport.
So Rose, what's your favorite outdoor activity?
Oh, well, snowboarding in the winter for sure. Summer, I'm a big softball player, so usually you can find me on the most beautiful diamonds in Canada.
Nice.
That's quite a view to have to play softball with. So
I know.
It's a bit distracting sometimes when you're in the outfield trying to catch balls and all you see is mountains around you. So
that's pretty. Deena, you've got buildings around you. Do you do any outdoor activities, or do you just eat outdoors?
Yeah, she doesn't eat indoors. She already established that. So she's
I drink, but I don't really. It's not about the eating. For me. It's never about. It's not that it's about the company. I'm not really. Sports is kind of a trigger for me. I got picked last for every single sport in high school: basketball, volleyball, base. I have a really weird strike zone. But my sport is, you've all met me, okay? But I will tell you this, one of my sports is networking, extreme networking.
Oh, that's true. It's a full contact sport with her. I've seen it.
It really is.
Yeah.
And musical theater. So I dance. My sport is dance. Musical theater, jazz, tap, ballet, contemporary, all of them. Yeah. But the thing is with Canada, there is great natural beauty. So I've gone hiking. Snowboarding is amazing, especially up north in northern Quebec and the Laurentians. I like watching certain sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave?
Do you like watching sports? Really? Do you really
like
watching sports?
Some at certain times. It depending on the company.
Do you like hockey? Do you do hockey because you're a Canadian?
I did figure skating. So I'm a girly girl. Y'all know me. I'm like really sweet and innocent and delicate and fragile.
Just like you.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
I was telling Andrew earlier, everybody always says we don't have any seasons in California, and actually we do. Okay. We can be surfing in the morning, playing golf in the afternoon. We could be snowboarding in the evening if it ever rains and we actually get some snow in the mountains. But we've got, fire season, we've got earthquake season, we've got riot season, and we have award season as well. So besides spring, summer, fall, and winter. So we've got a lot of seasons here in California.
What you guys were saying, Andrew, you were saying like you could go play golf in the morning, go skiing in the afternoon. That's insane.
No, absolutely. May, June is beautiful months. And, our summer, we're where we are situated. This year, we're up to, 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, which is about 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer. In the winter, it does get cold, but you know what? It keeps the snow around. Yeah. And if you can see a blue sky and, a foot of fresh powder, you want to go skiing for the day.
Right.
And
actually, it got pretty cloudy here. What happened?
Wait 5 minutes. It'll.
All right. I hope so.
Absolutely.
My whole goal for this entire trip is to see some stars because we don't have those in New York anymore, as you're well aware.
What do you mean?
Yes, you do on Broadway. Come
yes.
And Broadway is
Come
open.
on.
I guess I should remember.
Granted, we have more stars in LA than you have in New York.
Yeah, all right, what are we looking at over here? Oh, we're looking exactly where we are.
We're checking out kind of where in Canada compared to the ocean, compared to the U.S. border, you guys are actually situated. So it's right kind of in the middle. It looks like a nice area.
Beautiful.
I know too much about Canada, but
this is not a nice area, dude. This is a freaking spectacular area at the northern part of the Rocky Mountains. I was on top of a mountain yesterday. The day before that, I saw a glacier. and a bear. There are elk and caribou and all sorts of animals just walking around, hanging out, doing things. This is an amazing place. Dave, have you seen what's behind me over here? Have you noticed?
Isn't that your basement wall with a green paint on it? That's what I thought it was.
Glenn, your description sounds like a hotel conference. There's animals, people talking.
That's true.
Rewind it, and I'm like, it's a hotel conference.
So, Rose, let's get you back in on this conversation.
I like Rose.
Yeah. Well, so, what is your official title? What is it that you're supposed to be doing when you're not doing everything?
Well, like many in the hospitality world, my official title is guest services manager.
Right.
But the hats that I wear are probably about 10 hats on a given day.
Yeah. Wow.
Staff accommodation manager, HR, accounting,
Website builder,
marketing,
everything.
Whatever hat you throw at me, I'm going to try and put it on. So it might not always look graceful, but it'll be on my head.
I don't want to throw this at you. It's got a pretty strong rim. Yeah.
How many rooms do you guys up there?
124.
Nice size. You guys do you have like banquet space, event center type stuff too?
Yeah, we do. We have about 8,800 square foot of banquet space. So, Glenn, you were in the banquet earlier.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. So, Andrew's computer's tilted a little up, but let me just tilt it down a little bit more. I think you could see the three sisters right over there. There you go. Look at that, right? So that's a real focal point. And the entire resort was built around the banquet room facing out with the wall of windows out onto that tri-peaked mountain top. It's absolutely spectacular and really the centerpiece of this place. I mean, just to know that I'm going to be able to sit on my balcony and just hang out and look at all of this evening, assuming I'm not too drunk and pass out.
They give you a balcony, Glenn?
So, wait, at what point?
Oh, yeah. Andrew and I had an extensive conversation about the balcony on Tuesday.
Okay. Andrew, if you've got any mattresses saved anywhere on the hotel or empty rooms, put those below the balcony. I'm just telling you right now. Your insurance company will appreciate it.
It was only that one time. That one time.
Well, you know what,
That's all it takes. One. That's all it takes.
Craig, we're still waiting on our version of the adapters. I know it's stuck in the mail. I know the USPS has been having some troubles right now. But Craig, where is your invitation to join this trip? Because mine hasn't come yet. You know, I wasn't invited to experience the mountain. So Craig,
I don't know. So I went to my backyard in Hawaii. So okay, I'm
you know, instead of sitting 2.5 hours of Jersey traffic, I could have been sitting looking at the Three Sisters. But wait, I was never told about this. So thank you, Glenn.
No.
Show me how much you appreciate me.
Listen, to be fair, I purposely did not tell you about this. I mean, I was afraid you might come.
Oh, purposely. Hey,
Yes.
Deena, you're a coach. How would you advise these two to open up their communication
Oh, God.
and network a
How
little
much
bit?
time do you have?
We've got
problem.
22
Hey, as much as you want.
One at a time, boys.
This isn't a network.
One at a time, boys.
Glenn and I haven't talked in a month, it feels like. I need one of those little foam bats start beating him on the head or
Dude,
something.
I haven't had a conversation with you since the fish shows in Atlantic City.
That's true, because I got my new job responsibilities at the very next day. It's been a problem. I'm feeling very lonely. I'm feeling very neglected.
Oh, poor baby.
Well, you know, and David, you know, when you have your production meetings start again with Glenn, you really need to remind him that he can use the sound effects on this show that he can't use on the other one.
Sure.
Right. And I'm not using them. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I get so engaged in how amazing this conversation is, I forget to put in the the sound effects.
Well, maybe the producer, David, should have his own sound effects.
You can actually make the sound effects. You can customize the sound effects on the box. It is doable. Yeah. But you're acting, Craig, like I have any time in my life anymore. My time has gone strictly to throwing one text at Glenn, watching about 35 seconds of No Vacancy Live, then catching the rest of it on the bus. You know, there's it's been an interesting last few weeks. I'll put it that way. But back to the wonderful Rose.
Rose is thinking.
Rose, how are you doing? Are you feeling like lost in the wilderness with us?
It's every day here.
Well,
I just show up and I do what we gotta do.
And I just try to do as I'm told. So.
Hashtag Happy Glen Canada. Oh, there's a new shirt right there.
yes. So, guys, of course, by next Friday, you can check out your new hashtag Happy Glen in Canada shirts. And if you want to buy them, like our #1 fan, Amy Montgomery, the one above me, the one somewhere to the left of me, where can you buy them?
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
There we go.
Yeah, I think my new nickname will be
At the Aloha Craig store.
I think my new nickname should be Malcolm McG because I'm loving this.
McG, there you go.
I'm loving this place. Plus, I got my wrap cap on and stuff like that. This is freaking awesome.
Amy says Rose is the pack leader. I feel like that's probably pretty true.
Hey, Rose, I don't want to put you on the spot, but there was another drink that Cody didn't show us because he ran off to get food. Do you happen to know what that is?
I don't know, but it tastes delicious. Basil.
Ooh.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
There's also
I think
beers
Glenn
and
needs another drink.
bottle of wine.
I
over
think
there.
that's Glenn's hint that he wants another drink, Rose.
No. I've still got to get through this.
Yeah, you got about that much left.
Yeah, and I may have stolen a couple
Andrew,
of
have
liters
a
of
drink
the
brought to
Chipotle
Glenn, would
vodka
you
too.
please?
Rose, I want to come out and visit you.
Oh, please.
I feel like you need a break.
Not you, Andrew. She doesn't care about you, Andrew. She wants to go visit Rose.
I see that.
Yeah, no, I think Rose and I are,
Absolutely.
kindred spirits. Yeah. I mean, you can play soccer. I don't
Andrew,
play
you
sports.
need a
but-
stand-up comedian a couple of nights a week, don't you, for a little while?
Ooh, we could get a show going. If
Yeah.
there's a comedian within like 100
Yeah.
kilometers, I will find them, book them, and create a show.
Nice.
Seriously. Yeah, I've co-produced and co-produced several online comedy shows in the past year and a half because of COVID. And it's, it's like if you're producing a live show, it's the flow, it's the engagement, it's the lineup, it's the levels, it's know your audience, it's the alcohol.
What does this even mean? What does that even mean, Mike? I mean, I'm not upset. I'm not offended. I'm just curious. Is it the beard? Is it the long hair? Because I had to push back my haircuts. Like, you can see the Canadian above me is looking like Anthony Melchiori. So what does that look like? What does that mean?
All right, hold on.
I just like the shirt that David has on.
What
That's
does it
all
say?
I can say.
That's the official Friday Night Audit T-shirt,
Cool.
which you can also get at Redbubble, if I'm not mistaken, at the Aloha Craig store. I have the official Friday Night Audit hat on. This is what I'm saying. I was ready to go. I was ready to be on time, talk about some stuff pre-show, and then Jersey screwed me.
Sound effects.
All right. So to be fair, I've got my my Friday Night Audit cap and shirt up in the room, but we were running so late, I decided I'm going to dress the fanciest I ever have here for the Friday Night Audit. You are the most finest dressed guest we've ever had. No, wait, and Cody was really honest.
Cody was
No,
definitely
no.
the best dressed.
Personal, yeah.
Yeah.
Cody.
Cody
Yeah.
always is.
Cody
I'm in love
was.
with Cody.
Sorry, Andrew, but Cody wins with the bow tie.
I'll give it to him.
So Amy's asking, what's a green tall thing you drink? It's a leaf of some sort.
Aloe. Looks like aloe.
It is.
It is, right? Yeah. It's good for your
Yeah.
skin,
Take a
Glenn.
bite.
Ask
Yeah.
your wife.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
You
it's
crack
great.
it open. It's a little, it's good
Yeah,
for
he-
burns.
We were trying to give him a hint, but he just didn't get it with his skin. So,
Nope, not
you know?
too bright. What are you gonna do?
Hey, Glenn, if you take a bite of the aloe leaf, that'll take care of all those sores inside your
Oh.
mouth.
Will it get him
Oh,
to stop
God.
talking?
I feel like
Okay, that's actually a great question, Gary. My personal eye patch is back at work, but I'm still waiting for my official eye patch from Pirate Revenue, which is supposed to be sent to me weeks ago. I guess that's with my adapters book lost to the UPM.
Wow.
Yes,
I will get on that
oh
tonight.
my goodness. I'm glad that you're doing that. And by the way, speaking of getting onto things, next Wednesday we're going to be coming at you live from the Twin Peaks Brewery for a special Friday Night Audit Wednesday edition. Craig, I'm really looking forward to doing that. That'll be a lot of fun.
We're going to be in the same room with a live audience,
Right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
with alcohol and food.
Right. Oh, Dave, hey, you want to
Does it
Also
get any
not
better?
invited to that show.
Unless you're not let back into the country, then David will have to fly out and we'll do the
We'll
show.
do it there. Where is he?
As long as you bring Kit Kats.
Yeah, you got to bring Kit Kats for everybody. You better get about 1,200 of them and put them in your
Rose,
backpack.
you deal with a lot of stuff every day. You deal with so many things. Is this the most disorganized, dysfunctional piece of production you've ever seen in your life?
This is quality entertainment, Dave.
Not
What are you
even
talking
close.
about?
By design, David.
Oh, no, I didn't say it was. I didn't
That's
say
why
it
you're the
wasn't.
producer.
I didn't say it wasn't
This
entertaining.
is carefully orchestrated mayhem and clusterfucking too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got about 5 weddings going on this weekend.
Yeah.
So,
Really? Wow.
so I don't know. This is a hard match for this weekend with all the delivery trucks and cupcakes and
Wow.
flowers.
Yeah.
Trying to keep flowers.
Glenn loves cupcakes, so if you can sneak a couple,
There
to
were
him,
there
he
were a
loves
lot
them.
of cupcakes here earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And that's not a euphemism?
Just
Nope. Actual cupcake.
Well,
Hey, listen, I'm putting.
far be it for me to say.
Yeah, but I'm a
anything.
girl. I can say it. I'm just putting this out there. Andrew,
Yes,
Rose,
yeah.
if you can find me a husband, I'll have my wedding at Malcolm.
There you go.
I gotta find my own first. So
Oh.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Oh, no, wait, now hold on. Now we got to finish.
Oh.
So Andrew, the wedding business is great now, but is it a lot of it the pent up demand from people not being able to get married last year?
Yeah,
Or
100%.
see each other.
Oh, we know exactly. Yeah, no, our wedding business is
Good
booked
answer,
till
Deena.
2022, 23.
Wow.
We had one.
Do you think
wedding-
some of those people are going to realize they're making a big mistake and cancel the wedding?
Well, you know what? We've had 3 weddings that were booked with us that were actually divorced now.
Oh!
Before they even got
Oh,
wedding.
no.
Oh my gosh!
Andrew, is that year round? Like,
No.
are you doing weddings every weekend?
I mean,
all
back
year
is
round?
Cody.
Oh yeah.
So
There's
Chef's
Cody.
gonna be up soon with some food.
I hope-
We're
I
just
hope
getting
so.
some food out for the wedding that we have going on, but he'll be up shortly.
Well, listen, honestly,
Hey,
wedding
Cody,
is much more
Glenn needs a
important.
couple of
Yeah.
more drinks,
Yeah.
So
please.
we've had-
I'm hungry.
We've had some weddings that have
Someone's-
7 times.
Oh my god!
Rose,
Seven
let Cody
times.
know that
Times
Glenn
the
needs some drinks.
Stress
would you
of that.
please?
So, what do you do, Rose? I'm sorry. Let's just get you back on for 1 second. I know you're about to run away, but with these weddings and stuff, rebooking, that's got to be very complicated for you and very stressful.
it is. We've got an office of people that are just constantly on the phone,
Mhm.
constantly doing follow up. It is definitely a big task. Weddings have taken a turn in the last year. Conferences, groups, all of that stuff that's been our core of our business for
Right.
so long. So yeah, it's a daily struggle watching all the different restrictions every day, making sure we're on top of it. The phone's ringing
Yeah.
for all the restrictions before the announcements
Right.
are even complete. So we got to be on top of our game every day with it all.
Yeah, I bet, guys.
What is that? So around that area, you know, these bigger resorts I've seen, you know, in the States, they're usually pretty isolated. You know, what's the area like over there? Is there like a local town? Is it are you
Love
guys
it.
kind of, you know, isolated, you know, in your own little area? What's it like in your surrounding vicinity?
So Canmore's about 30,000 people.
Oh, that's
About 30,000 now. And we're only about a 20-minute drive from the town of Banff. And I think there's about 15,000 permanent in Banff. So it's like a small resort community that's here. And then Calgary, which is a metropolis, is only 45 minutes away from us. So for us, where we're at, we're in an amazing location.
Yeah.
Once you start going a little bit further, I know Glenn was on the Icefield Parkway,
Yep.
sitting next to a glacier in the middle of nowhere, no
Yeah.
reception, and
It was freaking awesome.
Right?
He was talking to the Bears.
Sounds like the Catskills drive we did.
hanging out with
Yeah.
the neighbors.
I felt like finally something is listening to me. It was great.
One of the biggest-
Oh, Glenn. Glenn finally gets to be the center of attention with no one competing for talk time.
There.
Like I'd let anyone compete. Come on.
one of the biggest
Gives a bear a microphone, and Glenn's like, "Oh, I don't think so."
Hold on. What is that, Andrew?
Oh, I'm trying to overpower Deena here,
It's
but, you know,
impossible.
I tried once, twice. You know, I'm a dumb man, so I tried 3 times, but it still didn't work. But yeah, no, Calgary's got the international airport, so
Yep.
you can fly in and be at our door in 45 to an hour.
Yeah.
I mean it's pretty strict.
Love it.
So how far, you know, your typical wedding business, how far out are they coming from? Is it all over the country? Are you getting US people? Like where
Good question,
Yeah, a lot of the weddings that were canceled.
Wow, that was a good question, David.
Dave.
Well, it's such a good question. Maybe you guys should let him answer it.
He's never. You know what? You've never asked a good question before. We're just
Maybe we should let him answer the question then.
the occasion.
Dave isn't just another pretty face.
But I'm still want to know the answer. What was the answer?
Uh-oh. Glenn's going to drop him out.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to mute.
Wait.
I'm muting Craig.
Oh
I
my
was so-
Jumping Glenn.
God.
Andrew, the stage is yours. What was the answer to my good question?
Thank you for asking that great
Fucker.
question, Dave. No, you know, a lot of the weddings that got canceled
there you
were
go.
international weddings. Oh, we can't even hear it now.
I can't. I'm still trying to get the answer to this question. It's a great question. I still don't know the answer.
This show is insane.
A lot of the cancellations that we had were due to international, not only from the States but from the rest of the world, whether it be the bride and groom themselves or from the family visiting, the guests, and everything else. So if you have a wedding of 300 and only 100 people can attend, there's a problem with that in essence.
Oh my God!
So we had a lot of international guests canceled. So.
Our wedding that we rebooked 7 times was from Texas, actually.
Exactly.
So.
Wow,
That makes sense.
There's like 40 different things of food coming over here now.
Well, we had a heavy day.
Yeah,
it's a heavy day.
there's
Our liquid breakfast
there's 3 of us here and enough food for about 47.
Wow. I'm hopping a plane. What is it? A 4 or 5 hour flight from Pearson?
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to dinner after this too.
I'm gonna pass the. Oh, the man with the very tall hat is running away now.
Yeah,
well, he knows better. What he's doing? Cody's stuck holding a tray of bacon on a.
Turn the camera. Let's see Cody.
He's coming.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's just one of the 47 trays of food. I'm telling you, man.
Exactly.
This is insane.
The presentation is
This is what we
beautiful.
call the bacon clothesline, actually. And we just won an award for this. Actually, we won, I think it was 8 awards this morning alone.
Wow.
Local awards, People's Choice Awards, and everything else. And this is one of the things that we had. So Chef Graham is an international talent.
So, Chef Graham, why don't you're gonna take off? All right, let's thank Rose for being here. All right, and let's move over to Chef Graham. That's all right.
How do you put earphones over
Yeah,
that?
it's been great hanging out with you, man. This has been a fun day.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, what's your philosophy behind food?
Food's got to be food. You know what? I'm gonna take a
I'm
carrot.
gonna adjust his camera. Yep. Go ahead. Keep talking.
He's a little
Yep, you
taller
got
than
it.
me.
We can't see the hotel anymore, but we used to get to look at you. All right, talk, please, sir.
I want food to be, to speak for itself, really. So most of my dishes are fairly simple. They have, 4 or 5 ingredients, but every single ingredient will speak out, and you can taste every single thing in the dish.
That's awesome. All right, so let's see a couple of things that you got over here. You want to bring something over? All right, guys, this is ridiculous. Seriously. All right, so here's the bacon on the clothesline.
So I'm just gonna adjust the camera on this.
Yeah, of
side.
course. Oh, perfect.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good. That's
All right.
good. So,
Cody here is the flame
Oh.
Performance gonna happen now.
and this is actually what happens
Yeah.
when somebody orders us at the table.
Oh,
We
that's
go over with the flame. And with bacon, bacon
Right.
is always just an amazing thing by
Right.
itself. But what's better than bacon? Just bacon and poutine.
that's oh my God.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing. And like I'll be honest with you, I'm like, that looks a little undercooked, but I'm like, oh my God.
Not at all. So we let the bacon juices drip
Yep.
right on top of the poutine with
Oh.
the gravy and the cheese curds,
Mhm.
which is a famous word today. And then we put it on top of French fries, and we're ready to go. Right?
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. Beautiful. Could you turn around so we can see what the other side looks like now? Oh, yum, 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 yum. That looks awesome. That looks great, guys. So what else we got?
May I just add Canadian bacon over poutine? It does not get any more Canadian than that.
Yeah.
Iconic.
All right, Chef, what do we got over here?
Well, I'd like to add that this bacon is actually made in-house.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we cure
Is
it
that what you were
for-
working on this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I got
rationale.
this awesome back of house tour, and one of the chefs, one of the sous chefs, was preparing everything. I didn't realize it was that. That's cool.
So what else we have here is just a little fun slider. So we
Right.
got a rolled pork belly with herbs, and we put a gochujang sauce on there and
Nice.
some pickled daikon and carrot,
Nice.
just to give a nice little, multicultural flair that is the Bow
Right.
Valley.
You guys made a ridiculous amount of food to show off here.
Glenn, we were drinking all morning. We got to
I
have
know.
something to soak it up. Come on.
Don't worry, I'll help. I'll help. I promise.
Good.
You forget what it's like to be in hotels.
So what we have here is a beautiful Alberta lamb just from
Oh,
outside
beautiful,
of Bogan.
yeah.
And it's just been seared off, and we serve it with a little bit of house-made baba ganoush.
Mm.
That's awesome. That's beautiful, man. And what do we got over there?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one today. So this is actually a croissant dough waffle.
Woo.
So it's croissant dough stuffed with cheese and house-made bacon, served with a pepper maple syrup on top.
Oh, I love that. Stuffed with bacon. That is ridiculous, guys. And then what do we have over here?
This one is
Yeah.
a Canadian turnover.
Uh-huh.
So it's mashed potatoes with bacon, gravy,
Right.
and cheese. So it's a poutine in puff pastry.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool. And as this other item, yes, guys, that's all for us, and you can't have any because you're not here.
Do come to the Malcolm Hotel. We'll
There
treat
you go.
right. What we have here is just a fantastic little albacore tuna that's been marinated with a little cumin and coriander and with a watermelon salad with goat cheese on the side.
Yep. All right. Cool.
That's amazing.
Yep. All right. I need to plug something in. I'll be right back.
So Andrew, you said you're booked to weddings for like almost 2 years now. So
Yeah.
I know you said you had a lot of rebookings from COVID. Is 2 years typically your booking window for weddings, or is it expanded because of that? What's your normal booking window?
Absolutely. The booking window on weddings is 1, 2, 3 years out. We've had some weddings inquire 5 years out. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be engaged for 5 years, maybe you should think about something different, right? But Deena got it. There you go. Right?
I was wondering, I'm like,
right, exactly.
put a ring on it, dude. Put a ring
exactly.
on it. Like, oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, so Andrew, you're down to 5% battery
Yeah.
power on the device. The internet's plugged into there, so I can't plug in the
Exactly.
power to charge it up. But when you die, we could just get you on the other
I'm gonna
machine.
go over
So
there,
yeah,
exactly.
let's not panic.
I've got a fresh beer, so it's more,
All right,
more
yeah.
important than battery, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Quick question from Carol: Does the menu change seasonally?
Chef, why don't you take this one?
Absolutely. So we do it 2 times a year, menu change.
So,
and
Chef, let's get you back on the camera so we can look at you. There you go.
There you
Oh
go.
no!
Oh.
He's very tall.
Hold on, I gotta go save the day. I'll be right back.
He's very
So
tall.
while we wait for that,
He's very
Andrew,
tall, right?
Andrew, what other types of events do you guys get there from a catering and convention business? Do you get a lot of meetings, business meetings?
We got a ton. It's when we get a conference in, it's a 2-3 day conference. It's anywhere from 100 to 300 people. We have individual breakout rooms for everybody, and we have the wide open, safe spaces for everybody. So team building here isn't just we're gonna hold a rope and sing kumbaya. We're gonna go on a distillery tour. We're gonna go on a beer tour. We're gonna go hiking. We're gonna go snowshoeing. Anything that we can do, and that's what happens.
So at any point, what
Sorry,
are
I'm not
the
plugged in
chances?
yet.
What are the chances of us having the California Lodging Investment Conference, the Canadian version, at the Malcolm, Craig? As Craig is on mute. Hold on. Craig,
I like it. Let's do Click North. I love it.
Click North. There it is. Click North.
Oh, all right, hold on, guys.
Glenn is still lost out
Hey,
in the
Dave,
wilderness.
I think we need you here to help Glenn out. Oh my God! He was okay with the first
I know.
distillery, the second, the third, the fourth distillery, but now he's becoming a mess.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have been out there to produce and save the day tech wise, but I'm stuck here in Jersey in traffic.
I know, and I really should have flown you out to have pushed the mute button on that computer. So,
It's a very, very, very important finger over here to press that button.
Exactly. And Dave, judging by your driving schedule, if you leave now, you could be here by next year or something. I guess.
I can join one of the 2023 weddings. I mean,
Exactly.
I'll get there in time for the last wedding of the 2023 season.
You just
But
take
Chef,
that I-80 up the road here.
Chef, you guys change the menu seasonally?
Absolutely, we do. We change it at least twice a year. Plus, we run out specials throughout the year. Try out new ideas and have some fun. So,
Nice.
what's up?
Nice.
What is the thing that you made most recently that people have really responded to, and you're like, yeah,
everything, of course.
yeah.
You say the bacon.
Yeah, but there's got to be
Yeah.
something that you're particularly excited about because it was different, it was creative. Oh,
Actually, today the waffle you're trying is a brand new
Yep.
dish I just invented today. So,
oh, today?
Oh,
Are you
today.
freaking kidding
Wait,
me,
so is Glenn the first one to not be in your staff to have it?
dude? Seriously, he's been drinking with us since 11:30. How did you have time to invent this today?
it never stops. Always looking for new things, try new things out.
There we go. I want to see Glenn eating. There we go.
This is so good. You've got the crunchiness of the waffle,
But do you have
Canadian
pineapple?
bacon, and then the sweetness of the sauce on the maple syrup on top of it. Oh,
Chef,
so
is Glenn the first person not part of your staff to eat this? Since
He
it was-
is.
Oh.
good.
He is our guinea pig today. So,
Nice.
Launched on Friday Night Audit.
Yeah.
He's always
cool.
everybody's guinea pig.
Oh, this is so good, guys. Seriously,
I'm so jealous.
you should be, because really this is.
I'm so hungry.
Oh. Even Andrew, you don't even have any.
No, not yet. I guess you come first today. I'm not sure. It's strange, but it's okay.
Yeah, very strange.
I'll go with it.
I appreciate it too, because I've never come first. So
As the only woman in this room, I'm not addressing that.
Glenn. We're going to do the Canadian Lodging Investment Conference from your location.
There we go.
Andrew, we need to have a phone call. We'll get the chef on the phone. David, you're going to produce it. And my good friend Deena will be the comedy act and also the master networker at the event.
Love that.
and I'll be there to destroy your credibility.
I don't think you'll be there, Glenn. We may not let you in.
That's a good point. I'm not sure the Canadian.
No. Glenn's always there.
Listen,
Always.
and the great thing about doing the California Lodging Investment Conference is you don't even have to change the name of your thing. It could still be Click.
Exactly. The logo still works.
Calgary.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the Calgary Lodging and Investment Conference. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let's
Honestly,
do
I
it.
really-
Let's
you know,
do it.
All jokes aside, dude,
Glenn opens up the conference. You close it, Deena.
I love it. Oh my God. And the fun that we're going to have in between.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're typically at the 1 hour mark.
So, Andrew, if you want to come down to California on March 10th, 2022, to be part of the California Lodging Investment Conference, you've got a comp seat on me.
Sounds good to me.
So-
Sounds good to me.
What date is that in March, Craig?
March 10th.
All right.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make sure that
Was it
he
March 10th, he
emphasized
said?
that. I
March
don't.
10th?
You really asked me a lot of questions
think he
now.
said March
I'm
10th,
getting
right?
uncomfortable over here. Oh my goodness. Deena,
Yes.
are we going
And producer David's going to be there. And we're all going to Disneyland.
That should be a lot of fun.
wait, whoa! I didn't get that invite. I was invited to the conference.
Listen, to be fair, that
Well,
one was on purpose.
Glenn said you weren't to be invited. So what can I say?
I miss you guys so much.
Are you going to be able to make it back, Deena?
We miss you,
I miss
Deena.
you very much. But yeah, so to Glenn's point, will I be able to make it back? I mean, I could ask you the same thing.
Hey, Deena's
All
a
right, now
past
listen,
panelist.
I'm
Oh, Amy. I love Amy Montgomery.
Deena Obi-Wan. No, I am
You're Obi-Wan. I'm more like, what's the little one? Yoda?
Yeah.
How
You're
do you not
Yoda.
know Yoda?
A red
Or
Yoda.
the C-3PO, R2-D2. Like, I'm about that height, right?
No, you're
I'm
Yoda.
Yoda.
The red Yoda.
No, but and I can't. I wanted to reply to some of the comments, like Amy's especially, but for some reason I can't do that. But I have to say, Mike
No,
McManus,
you
who I know
can
just
do
left.
that. You just,
Because we're not letting
I
you.
know.
That's
just
why.
use words. Go ahead.
Oh, no one's
Yeah.
ever accused me of not using my words. We've met before. I'm like, but can I just say that Mike McManus, truly, I believe, has the winning comment for tonight, which says, "What this show lacks in production, it makes up in talent."
You think? You think?
Oh my God!
That's just
you guys
because
are
you and Andrew are
awesome.
great guests, and of course Chef Graham.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of talent with Andrew and Chef and Rose and Cody and
And
Deanna
Amy.
and who's clearly your twin sister, your
Yes.
long lost twin sister.
Yeah, I feel like we're all right. I don't even know her, but I feel like we're sisters. We're
Sister,
absolutely
just put
sisters.
Amy,
Hi,
hold on.
Amy.
There's Amy.
Amy, I cannot wait to
Look
get
at
your
these
painting
two.
in my
Look at
house.
these two
Thank you.
being twin sisters.
We are
from-
an artist. She's an artist. I'm a creative artist. I mean, visual performing. But that's the thing, right? The hospitality industry, and I know my very first hotel conference, which was the lodging conference, and Craig, that's where you and I met. I walked in and I started talking to people, and I
Don't
said,
tell people that.
these are my people. This is where I belong. I love it here. I feel completely
Right.
at home. And because it's caring and it's branding and it's the experience and it's people connecting. And it just, ever since then, I was like, these are my people.
That's awesome.
No, wait a minute. I thought you said it was because people get naked in their rooms.
In their rooms?
I would hope they do. It's shower at the very least.
What's
These guys don't come to the California Lodging Conference, the Canadian Lodging Conference, any conference. Please come shower.
Okay, so first of all, this is on LinkedIn right now.
Yes, we all want you to shower.
Yes,
okay?
and we're on LinkedIn and
We're on LinkedIn right now, so I'm not going to answer that here. But I will address that in my set at the closing of the Calgary Lodging and Investment Conference at Malcolm next year. How's
Right.
that? How's that?
There you go.
All right, so Andrew's computer died. Andrew, let's get you over there with Chef Graham. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. We're going to wrap up in a minute or two anyway, I think. So I just want to make sure that we give our
Great
love
show.
to
What
Andrew.
does this mean?
Oh,
What
look
is
at him. Look at him jumping in and getting some bites over there. You guys thought you were,
Glenn, I'm very jealous. You've got all that food there. You got the beautiful backdrop of the Canadian mountains. I wish I was there.
That's right. And also the cannabis here is extra legal. They kind of like they insist that you
and you're at a great resort.
I know, this is really
great resort.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Glenn, did you know about this place before setting this up, or did you?
No, I didn't. So let me give a big shout out to David Goldstein and the entire team over at Travel Alberta. What happened was I had this engagement with the Alberta Hotel and Lodging Association, and I thought it'd be great to make this Canada Week and do different shows from different places. So they introduced me to the good folks at Travel Alberta that helped me out. Now, unfortunately, because of the all these new restrictions that were put in place starting Monday because of rising COVID cases, some people pulled out, but not Andrew, not his team. He said, we're going ahead. So thanks to Travel Alberta for doing everything they could to try to make this week successful for me. But a big thanks to Andrew Shephard and everybody here over at the Malcolm for creating a great experience. And I'll tell you, I get great hospitality, but this has been super special. I really appreciate everything for that you guys are doing for us over here. Thank you.
Absolutely. We love having you, and we look forward to you again.
All right. So let's before we're allowed to legally talk about anything else, we've got to do this. Yes. Your favorite part of the show, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Yes.
That's right, everybody. It's your chance to plug away, guilt-free, shame-free. Deena, let's start with you.
Oh, okay. Plugging anything I want whatsoever?
Yes. Pretty much.
I'm going to plug my business, Fireball
That's
Network.
right. There you go.
Fireballnetwork.com, Fireball Deena. Let's connect.
All right. And what do you do exactly? Why should we hire you? How are you going to make people's lives better?
Pardon me, Craig?
You talk to strangers.
I talk to strangers for a living. I am a networking and branding coach. I do business and career coaching. I deliver workshops, speaker services, corporate comedy. That is one of the things I'm really pushing right now. We all need to laugh like we all did tonight, and blending comedy with business. So just, you know what? I'd love to connect with all of you. There's so many ways I can help you. Let's talk.
Beautiful. I absolutely love it. That website again, Deena?
Fireballnetwork.com, and I am Fireball Deena on all the socials.
Awesome. And Andrew Shephard, again, the Malcolm Hotel, plug away. Your chance to shine.
You know what? I think if you throw more than one plug in a plug, it defeats it. So the team at the Malcolm Hotel, who I'm privileged to be on the team, is probably who I would plug the most. Malcolm Hotel, absolutely legendary team. I wouldn't go anywhere without them beside me. So that's Malcolm Hotel.
Malcolm Hotel, Malcolm Hotel, Malcolm Hotel. Guys, do yourself a favor. Come up here. This is a really special place and one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been. I got to tell you, Canmore, Banff, this whole area is one of my favorite places in the entire world. Listen, even Amy said it. I'm not grumpy anymore. I'm actually content. How freaking crazy is that? Don't worry. I'll be full-fledged a-hole as soon as I get back to Phoenix for the lodging conference next week. We'll see you there, Craig. Wait, let's go to Dave. Dave, what do you got to plug, bro?
Same thing as always. Honestly, it's pretty tough to follow up that plug from Andrew, being at the Malcolm. But, Times Square today, No Vacancy Live, all the good things. Check them out on social media. And, of course, reach out to me on LinkedIn. Craig, down to you.
We've moved the California Lodging Investment Conference to March 10th, 2022. Glenn's going to be there. David's going to be there. Deena's going to be there. Andrew, you should come down. You can join us.
I'm thinking about
get a feel for the conference, and we'll do a Canadian version. And Harry, if Glenn can't get back across the border, I'll fill in for him. No problem.
All right, that's really excellent. Thank you so much for taking one for the team. I may just tell Harry I can't get across the border and just stay here, have a good time. Screw all of that. All right, everybody, remember, just like Dave said, No Vacancy live Monday through Friday or Thursdays. Catch me on BT Talks Baseball every Sunday night. And also, don't forget, why shouldn't I plug it? Get the book The Adapters, which I helped Sean Worker write. You find that at theadapters.net. We got all sorts of new content up there. And what the heck, if you want to have an event and you want people to be disappointed, ask me to help host, keynote, moderate, whatever it is. You can find me at Glenn at novacancynews.com. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, what do you say? You think we should end this?
Aloha.
All right, aloha, everybody.
Cheers.
Be good. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. I keep saying all sorts of different variations on goodbye because I can't find the ending graphic.
Thank you, Michelle.
Here it is. I found the ending graphic. All right, everybody. See you all later. Peace out. See you next Friday. Oh,
Cheers, guys.
see you next Wednesday night, live from Twin Peaks, Phoenix. Special time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesday night, Twin Peaks.
I just learned this. I just learned that too.
Sorry about that, Dave. All right. I'm not very good at communicating.
Is that 4 o'clock Arizona time?
Arizona's on their own goddamn time. Who the hell knows what time it is? I've got a group of mathematicians figuring that shit out right now. All right, everybody. See you next week. Thanks so much for being here.
Bye, everyone.
Love you all.
See you.